Adler was hit in the face with a labubu. Do you know what a labubu is?
Wait, should I know what a labubu is?
Whoa!
I moved out 5 days after my 18th birthday and was immediately in a nightclub.
We have such different childhoods.
Never been in one physical altercation in my life.
I mean, I've even been in a physical altercation.
Have you?
Yeah.
Did you draw blood?
Oh, yeah, there was blood. I had blood all over my hand.
You're kind of a little bit of a hip-hop head.
Now I listen to a lot of Snoop Dogg for kids.
What is Snoop Dogg for kids?
Oh,
You know he was once on trial for murder.
he's inspiring my children. Yes, I am a sneakerhead.
What size do you wear in sneakers?
I'm a 5 men.
If you grew up having a crush on Danielle, she wears a size 5 and has never owned the red
I
and
have
white
not,
Iverson.
nope.
Rappers, you name it, sliding into your DMs. Okay? How does it make you feel to have to leave some of them on scene?
Yes, I've had some rappers in my DM.
Any of those guys DM'd you?
Huh?
Okay. All right. Guess next one.
Hey everyone, I'm Chloe Kaminskis, along with your hosts Jaleel White and Joseph Vecsey, and this is Everybody Lurks.
The parking is in the top 3 greatest things about Orange County.
So
it really
that's
is.
why he calls it, white utopia. I understand, but it's gotten more diverse. I just want you to know. I have noticed there's more diversity lately.
Yeah, no.
I'm just being honest.
Asians are buying up a lot of stuff down
No,
there.
it's not just Asians. It's not just Asians. It's not. That's true. There is a lot of Asian culture there, which I like.
Yep.
Feels very relaxing and calming. And
That feels like a stereotype. Okay.
is that a stereotype?
I mean,
Calming?
Sure. I feel like maybe. Are you
That's a
thinking
multi-
like,
Danielle, do you
Positive.
find Asian people to be calming?
Is it it's a positive one then.
sure. Just
Yeah.
like Asians are good at math is also, some could argue,
That's a damn lie. I went to
positive
UCLA. I saw a
That's
lot of
true.
Asian cheaters in math
Just because
classes.
something's positive doesn't mean we're supposed to.
That's true.
Crazy.
That's fair. I thought calming was okay though, but all right, maybe
But that's
But
in
yeah.
general. You
Yeah.
absolutely. OC, the air is very clean. The parking's great.
Yes.
The traffic,
Ocean.
for the most part, is wonderful.
Great restaurants.
Some, depending on where you are. Where
Sure.
I grew up in like North Orange County, it's
Okay.
just a lot of chains.
Oh, okay.
Which, don't get me wrong, I love.
Yeah.
But not necessarily, if you're not like super into Applebee's or Red Robin or Islands,
Right.
you might feel
Well,
like
I'm
you're
not near
lacking.
any of those, so I don't know
Okay.
where
Now,
that
now
part
he and
is.
I do share a love of one chain.
Okay.
I don't call it a
particular.
chain. I call it a lifestyle.
Okay.
What is
This
that?
guy. Well, go ahead. You can cut me off like that.
Sorry, I just because when you said chain, it was like blasphemous. Couldn't have his chain. But I'm sorry.
Don't make the woman wait.
Oh, Hillstones.
I don't even know what Hillstones is. That's not the. What's Hillstones?
Houston's?
Oh, I was gonna say, is that the people that own Houston?
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Yes,
it's
so
the Hillstone
Hillstone's
group. though.
Right. So,
So
there's one in
R&D.
Scottsdale.
Yeah.
Yes, that's their mecca. That's
Yeah,
their home
I've been
one.
to the one in Scottsdale.
There's 2. I could tell you anything you need to know.
The spinach artichoke dip.
Very good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay.
He's obsessed. He would get married at a Houston's if he could.
Yes, I love it.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course, we know
and-
she's not gonna let him do that, but he could. He would do it if he could.
There's 4 in Orange County. There's R&D Kitchen. There's a
Oh,
Banderas.
yeah, I've been to R&D Kitchen too. Yeah.
So that's Hillstones.
Okay. Wow, you really like the umbrella company.
Yes. There's 42 locations. I know where they all are. The Arizona's where they try
You're
everything
perfect for
first.
Orange County. You really are.
I'm made for it.
You're made for OC. Yeah.
This is what I love. I love the simple things. I like going to hotel lobbies, writing.
Okay.
Pelican Hill.
Yeah. Oh, Pelican Hill. The golf course there, the suites, everything about Pelican Hill is amazing.
Somewhere in this experience, he finds time to play street basketball with black people.
Wow.
I don't know where
See,
you
I'm
could-
not as
You're just well-rounded.
Just- right.
Well-rounded.
And that's
guy.
how he ended up here. That's why.
yeah.
Is that how you two met?
Oh yeah, we ended up playing basketball. against
That's how we
each other.
met. Yeah.
Yeah, on Hustle.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this.
I'm not even sure if I was hired on Hustle to act so much as I was hired to guard him.
I see.
I even wore for some reason today just as throwback. These are N1 shorts and they're from back in the day, so I just threw them on.
I love that.
You're a sneakerhead though.
I am a
Yes,
sneakerhead. I'm
that's
not
pretty
wearing
cool.
sneakers
Let's
today,
get
but
into that.
yes, I am a sneakerhead.
When did this happen? Did this happen because maybe a certain swoosh company started giving you free stuff?
So we did have a Nike rep back in the 90s, but at the time, I was actually way more into Converse.
Ooh.
So I wore a bunch of in the 90s, it was very grunge. I came from Orange County, where before the first day of school, everyone got dressed up. Like on the first day of school, you got dressed up and you didn't really wear sneakers. You wore like nicer shoes. It was kind of like the first day of school was like going to church.
Okay.
That's what it was like in Orange County where I went to school. And then we moved to Calabasas, and it's 1993, and I'm going to A.E. Wright. And
Big shift.
my mom says to me, I don't think they're going to dress up on the first day of school. I think you should be a little more casual. And I go, absolutely not. No, I am definitely dressing up. Full confidence of a 12-year-old who knows nothing. I'm definitely dressing up. And I pick a jumper, a one-piece with shoulder pads, black with little white tiny flowers, pant jumpsuit thing with pantyhose and like black ballet flats. And I arrive to school and everyone is dressed like they're in Nirvana.
Got it.
And I'm looking around going, oh my gosh. And the looks I'm getting on the first day of it's sixth grade. I'm a new student already.
And you are not on the show yet either.
No,
so you are standing on business.
They are like, my favorite line that still stands out to me is that as I'm walking down the hallway, some kid is giving me a look from afar. And as he passes me, he goes, "Are you going to a funeral?" I was like, that's it. My mom picked me up and I said, take me to the mall now. And I then bought all baby tees, flannels, and Converse.
All right.
And how old were you exactly?
You had new
12,
friends in 24
okay.
hours.
24 hours later, I was like, look at me.
Wow.
This is my real style. Yesterday I had that funeral. So that's why I was wearing that yesterday.
I love meeting somebody who shares my experience, who also will admit they had no style
None.
at that age.
None.
I wore a lot of No Fear and Echo
yeah.
shoes and I would wear my actual socks that I wore on the show, except I would fold them down.
Oh, so sweet.
I didn't know what footies were yet.
Right.
I didn't
And you
get
were like,
introduced
why
to
do these
that.
socks need to be so high?
Yes, I just folded them
them.
down because I like the thickness of them, and then I had Penny Hardaway told me one day I was coming downstairs to go out, and he was just like, this Negro looked like he ready to go hoop or something. We gotta take him to the mall. We gotta fix him. We gotta fix him.
And I still haven't learned.
Here
Here I am.
It's honestly, it was a real learning process for me. And I do think that being on TV from 12 to 19, where every week someone dressed me, stunted my development of any sort of personal style. I'm like, I don't know what my style is. They fit me, they tailor me, they put me in stuff. And so I think we asked you this when you came on our pod. I have a real anxiety around getting dressed. My feeling every single day is, I have to do it as fast as possible. And there's no sort of leisurely walk into my closet, see how I'm feeling that day. It's like walk into my closet, grab a thing, grab the pants, pick the shoes, and then put it on. And if I don't like it, too bad, you gotta go. And I realized
Oh, wow.
it's because of quick changes.
Hilarious.
You
How
have to
you're
do quick-
drawing these correlations, though. This is wild.
When you're taping a show and you've got a live audience out there waiting and you're in the next scene and you've got to run up to your dressing room and change out of your clothes and hang up your stuff real fast, everybody is looking at their watch going, okay, Danielle, you've got 7 minutes to make a full change. And it's just stuck with me my whole life. So still to this day, if I put on an outfit I don't like, oh, well, I'm going out in it.
Wow.
That is a first former child actor trauma of its kind.
On the lower and
You know what?
and probably
You're
the best to
gonna
have.
I was going to say,
It's
if you
the
have
best
some,
one.
you're
Definitely
already
on the lower end of the spectrum.
There are some child actors that are looking at you very jealous.
I
Like,
know.
that's your trauma?
That's your trauma.
Wow.
Quick changes.
Wow. If only we were so lucky.
Listen, I'm very blessed.
That is blessed.
For sure.
Quick changes. But you've been a sneakerhead for
Since that time when I got into Converse, and then I was into Adidas for a long time, and then I was very into heels. Then I went through a whole heel phase, but then I had kids. And I was like, what am I doing in heels? I need to be in something comfortable. I need to be in something casual. And I got very, very into sneakers because, as I mentioned, with not having too much personal style, for me, shoes is like, I'll base my entire outfit around what shoes I want to wear first.
Yeah.
First, I walk in, what shoes am I going to wear? And then I'll just find a color in those shoes and then look for things that complement it. For me, it's like a great way of showing your personality, a little pop of color. I just love them. So.
Jordans, were those
What are
big for
your
you?
lot
What are
of
your
Jordans.
top 5 holy grail sneakers?
I just got the new LeBrons, and I love them.
Okay.
They're really great. My favorites are a pair of Jordan 1s that are by Melody Asani. They've got watch faces on the front because that's another one of my loves. I love watches, especially vintage watches. And so they've got watch faces on them, and then written around the heel, it says, "If you knew what you had was rare, you would never waste it."
Ooh.
And
she
love
got
that.
details.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, come
It's
on
very
with
cool.
it.
They're also multicolored, like one shoe's green, one shoe's orange. So I like that. Like I said, I like things that make you kind of stand out, show some
You
personality.
got 3 more.
Let's see. I'm really into Jordan 4s right now. I just got the Brick by Bricks, which I love. I have a pair of Off-Whites that were gifted to me by Keenan Thompson
Quit playing.
and Johnny Ryan Jr. Yes, they're amazing. Those right there, the 4s. Nope, go down. That to the right, 2 over.
Yeah, those.
Yeah,
Fours
look
are
at the
beautiful. I
4s
love
are-
fours.
Those are amazing.
This is top shelf stuff.
Yeah.
And I think you have
You
one
got
more.
one more. She got
oh,
one
yeah.
more.
I have one
I'm excited
more.
for the one.
Toby Wigway. Do you know who Toby
Of
Wigway is?
course I know who Toby
my
Wigway
gosh.
is.
His wife just sent me.
You want to talk about 2 cool kids. Toby Wigway.
I mean, they are the coolest of cool. And I tried to get his shoes on the day they dropped, the Reeboks, the day they dropped. Didn't get them. And then I
Do
tried
you ever
to buy
resort to calling the person?
I don't know these cool people. I would have to have a contact to a cool person in order to know this, and I don't. But so I tried to get them, and then I tried to buy them on StockX. And I was like, I'll buy them for a premium, no problem. Then they came to StockX, and they were sent back. They were not authentic. Or they had already been worn. They don't tell you why. They just say they did not pass inspection, and they got sent back. So
StockX is shiesty with that. Oh, and I like StockX too, but they shiesty with that.
But you know what? I'll take it because I at least feel like they really were protecting me. Like, because now I trust them a little bit
Well,
more.
I got some that are clearly not. I got some 4s that
And they were fake?
they were fakies.
Wow. So what did you
I'm a
do?
little scar. I'm lazy. They still in my closet right now, and I kind of laugh at them or whatever. Like I got ones on StockX, and I'll show people.
You need to contact them. They need to quality check better.
Yeah, there's not so many people I would put this on to because I like to reserve it for myself. But are you familiar with Iversons?
I have not seen the Iversons.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you something.
see.
But I want to show you the ones I wear. Okay, so
Okay. Oh, yeah,
type
look at
in the
those.
Iverson stepovers. So look, when I wear these, if you put these on, right,
Yeah.
you will get stopped probably more than you've ever gotten stopped because I get stopped constantly. So just type in, so any colors of these are the Iversons.
Look at
And out of
those.
all the shoes I've ever worn, I get stopped on the street by more different walks of life for this shoe ever.
Because those are the ones that he stepped over Tyronn Lue.
I see.
But they're also
That's why
just a
they're called the
popular
stepovers.
throwback shoe that you don't see a lot. Like, for instance, like even
Yeah.
on the set of Happy Gilmore 2, I saw Travis Kelce. He didn't even say, before we don't know each other, he just goes, Iversons. Like, that's how.
Right.
They
So
had
if you
that
put
level.
those on, I think as a sneakerhead, you will
I
appreciate
don't know
the
if it's
feedback.
I don't know if it's this one though. It's the red toes for her that would just.
And I love
kill
red.
it.
Red's one of my
You mean,
Show the red.
the a red version of
The-
this?
yeah.
no,
they're-
no, the original. The original.
Okay.
Go back, not the step. Not
Oh,
the step.
you knew just from that picture that was the anniversary.
Yeah. I'm talking about the original joint. Bingo. There
Oh,
you
you're
go.
talking about these?
To the left. To the
Reebok men's Allen Iverson.
Oh, the very.
The very first ones. There
Oh.
you go. Down to there you go. There. Nope.
No, I know which ones you're
From the
talking
top?
about. You're talking about these ones.
Bingo. Right there.
Those are
are
nice. I don't know if they would
pretty.
get the feedback, though.
With the
No,
blue?
she getting all the feedback in the world. with
You're
those.
saying because it's going to look so good
Yeah,
on.
there's
Yo,
certain-
bro, that's fair.
There's
That's fair.
certain sneakers that just look cuter on.
That's
a
true.
girl.
You're right.
100%.
You're right.
It's like if a girl wants to wear the Jordan 11s with.
Oh, they look 10 times better.
She is the hottest chick at the amusement
That's
park.
very
right?
true.
We're walking around in those.
Absolutely.
And certain shoes are cuter in this little smaller size.
Yep.
Yes. Like even when like little kids wear certain like Jordan shoes, I'm like, oh, I
Yes.
like those
Look how
more
cute
now.
those are.
Yeah.
What size do you wear in sneakers?
I'm a 5 men's.
Okay, awesome. So we're gonna have a lot of stalker listeners that are gonna just start sending you shoes, probably.
Well, maybe you'll get Iverson to send. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
exactly. Reach out to Allen.
If you grew up having a crush on Danielle, she wears a size 5 and has never owned the red and white Iverson.
And those are, I'm probably going to leave here and try to get those because those are right up my alley.
Yeah.
You like those?
I love
well,
those.
They're,
Yeah,
and
red.
again, also it's attached to Iverson, which is, he's kind of known as the coolest basketball player of all time.
I saw him once eating breakfast at a place called Vivian's in North Hollywood. And I was like, do I say something? Do I not say? I didn't say anything. But there was a,
Starstruck.
it was one of those moments where I was.
He showed me his crossover when I was a little kid, how to do it in a basketball practice. He didn't usually. My dad covered the NBA, so I would get to go to practices, and people would always ask me, "What it was like to?" I say, "I get to practice with the Sixers," and they'd say, "What it was like to practice with Iverson?" I said, "I wouldn't know. He didn't practice, but he would be around." And one day after, he showed me how to do his crossover. And back then, you know, again, even now, people still have that starstruck mentality with him. It's never left.
Yeah.
It's like, it's pretty crazy.
He's got a pretty cool mystique.
His mystique is, right? Can you really think of anyone that is, you know, aside from maybe Jordan, that has that mystique? I don't think there's many guys.
Yeah,
Kobe. Sure,
did.
Kobe, yes.
Rest
Of
in
course.
peace, Kobe. Well, that was sad now.
well, shifting though from sneakerhead, I feel like we could shift to hip hop. You're kind of a little bit of a hip hop head. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, I mean, I love hip hop. I've loved hip hop since I was a kid. It was pretty much all I listened to in my teenage years. Now I listen to a lot of like, you know, Snoop Dogg for kids. Snoop Dogg motivation.
What is Snoop Dogg for kids?
Oh, it's incredible. Have you not heard his motivational?
Wait, this is real? He does this like
Guys,
oh.
It's the absolute Doggy Land.
Doggy Land nursery rhyme. You know what?
Play some of them now, please.
Come on, man.
You know he was once on trial for murder.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on.
He's inspiring my children.
Is this his dog avatar right here?
Yeah, that's his dog.
Come on, man.
This is an amazing transition for Snoop.
Guys, it's so good.
I'm not even gonna lie. I'm gonna say it out loud, man. I'm envious of Snoop.
Are you?
I really am. Because Snoop, I mean, I smoked with Snoop. Snoop is people's.
You were able to hang?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, no, I was like, I hung in there to the best of my ability.
Okay.
But no celebrity in the history of modern American celebrity has been able to tap into more segments of celebrity than Snoop.
Yeah. You could
right?
just say just niche culture. You pick a...
He hosted Sesame Street.
Exactly.
I didn't.
Yep. Right.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Right?
You're right.
Look at the Olympics last year, these previous Olympics. Sha'Carri Richardson is banned from the Olympics for smoking. 4 years later, we picked Snoop to be the mascot of all of the Olympics and represent the American image of Olympian.
Coolness transcends everything.
Like, that dude transcends every kind of celebrity that exists.
Yeah. There is
This is Yo Gabba Gabba Snoop right here you just pulled up.
There's a likability factor that you just cannot deny. Play, let's see. Do you have the list?
Welcome to Doggy Land.
Okay. No. How about let's see. Scroll down. I'll tell you which one is the best one.
This is off the chain. I'm even
This guy
seeing
does
this.
everything, dude.
Scroll down farther. Let me see. I believe I am me. Yes, I am me. Play I am me. Or no, the bully song.
And some people want to be like, oh, he a sellout. It's like, nah, man.
The bully song right
This dude is transcendent.
Just tell your
There's
needs
also
to
a song
Axio.
called The Affirmation
I
Song.
want to design
that
loungewear specifically
you'll want to listen
for
to, just
autism
for you.
children.
Well, just the fact that he can do this and had a song called "Murder Was the Case." That's an amazing. That's called
I'll start it from the top.
versatility.
All right, ready?
Hit that play button, man. What are we about to listen to?
Wow, wow, wow.
Hey! I want to play with those blocks!
But we're almost done making our building.
You can play with them another time.
Give me those! I want to play with them now!
Hey!
Wait a minute!
Not cool.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Billy, you're being a bully.
No, I'm not! What's a bully?
If you know someone who calls you names or hits and tries to break your things,
That's a bully.
a big bully. And that's not okay, okay? And if you're the person
I'm telling you.
My head is exploding.
This is unbelievable.
For anything, that's a bully, a big bully. And
Oh, I like him
you've
doing the
got
bully.
to change, okay?
What a voice.
Have a grown up right away. If you see a bully, we should respect everyone. So don't be a bully.
Hey, don't be mean. Don't be saying those
The choreography.
It's not
It's on point.
to be rude. Don't be a bully. That's not cool. Hey, don't be mean. Don't be saying those It's not right.
I'm not high enough to be watching this right
I'm
now.
sorry.
I'm not high enough to be watching
good.
this.
That's
I
amazing.
also recommend the affirmation song. If you have kids
That's
and you
amazing.
like, there's also lullabies, hip hop lullabies. So when my kids were babies and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to, if I want to listen to stuff I like, they took 90s rap and turned all of it into lullaby. Look, play the Gangsta's Paradise lullaby.
Oh, he's got a Gangster's Paradise.
I'm in awe. Like,
I mean-
I want to close my mouth. Like, it's just,
And now, if your kids just go and search Snoop Dogg into Spotify one day, something else might come
Correct,
up,
I know.
and they'll be shocked that there's
They'll be
wholesome
like, "What?"
figure. Why would he say this?
I can't wait to hear how your kids react to gin and juice.
My kids have good music taste. They do.
That is cool. This is amazing.
It's
Gangster's
really fun.
Paradise.
It's really fun.
I might go to sleep to this because I'm such a rap fan. This might put me to sleep.
I'm telling you, it's really great.
Listen, this is called smooth listening. If you're
Yeah.
away right now.
Yes.
Oh, I like this already. I'm gonna listen. I have plane anxiety. Maybe this would help me.
Totally help you. I'm telling you, good meditation music.
Yes.
Like, it's just, yeah.
Who are you?
Does he rap? Does he rap on this? Does he come in, or is
No,
it just music? Oh, it's just an instrumental.
It's literally instrumental lullabies.
Oh, I
So
see.
really, yeah.
Do they have this for like everyone? Like, does
Yeah.
Cameron have a one?
I'm
Does,
not
like-
sure about everyone, but yes, there are a lot of them.
Instrumental.
So I love that you love hip hop. Like, so who is some of your favorite rappers growing up, and then who are some of your favorite ones now?
I mean, growing up, I was a big Notorious B.I.G. fan.
Come on,
I was
Yes.
a big Snoop Dogg fan. Doggy Style's one of the greatest albums of all time. It still holds up.
I love
Dr.
that.
Dre, I was into Eminem. You know, that's just what I listened to all the time. I was definitely the only one of my friend circle who was really listening to a lot of that stuff.
And your parents
Yeah.
weren't tripping?
No, my parents were pretty good about, art in general, that like it was art. I wasn't walking around repeating those things. I wasn't like,
Sure.
I knew that it was music and it had to live on its own.
Right.
It wasn't something I took into like my personality, but I loved it so much, and I still do, as you can tell by the fact that I found ways to bring
incorporate
it into my parenting journey. We have a jukebox at home that has CDs, and it's mostly filled with, we've bought every clean record we could find that are especially 90s hip hop, and put it in the jukebox so we can play it for our kids.
But do you remember how you got into hip hop as a young age? If not, your friend group wasn't really listening to it.
I think at a certain point it was just popular. Well, also I guess I should say from the time I was 18 on, that's what everybody was playing in clubs. And
Right.
the minute I turned 18, I was definitely going to clubs and dancing, and that was on the radio.
See, that's wild. So you started going to clubs and you were 18.
The minute I moved out, my parents would never have allowed me if I still lived at home, but I moved out 5 days after my 18th birthday and was immediately in a nightclub.
We have such different childhoods when it comes to that. I literally remember my boy coming up, knocking on my door in Miami at 1:30 in the morning. And he's like, come on, we about to go out. And I'm like, it's 1:30 and I'm not 21. What are you talking about? Right?
Wow, you're such a good kid.
Such a good kid.
Wow.
I'm not 21. What are you talking about? And he's like, man, if you don't go, shut up and put your clothes on. And we went to Alonzo Mourning's club. Alonzo Mourning had a club in South Beach. And that was the first club I ever got into. And I was just so nervous because in my mind, I'm like, I'm not 21. You're going to card me. I'm going to get embarrassed and everybody's going to stare at me because I'm on TV and I can't be let in.
Right.
And it was like, nah,
That didn't
it was
happen.
the exact opposite.
Right. They're like, Mr.
Yeah,
White,
it
come
was
on
come
in.
right on in. And so taking advantage of that in LA,
Yeah.
that was like not even a thought. fine. And in the weirdest way, I'm happy it was that way.
Yeah.
Because I avoid a lot of police harassment back then. That way.
Yeah.
Because cops were hunting anybody who was famous and brown that was leaving a spot like that after hours, perhaps for drinking or whatnot.
Yep.
And I never got pulled over for anything like that because I was just too scared to go there before it was my
You're
time.
a rule follower.
I was a stupid rule follower, man.
I'm still I'm a rule follower now, but at that time at 18, I did have a little bit of nerves, but I was friends with a person who like ran the clubs, and she was the person who let me in. Pantera Sarah.
You told Sarah.
Pantera
I know Sarah.
I know Sarah. Sarah knows everybody. Sarah's the
Sarah would have
greatest.
loved you. She's like, yeah, girl, you the brand.
Sarah and I are still good friends. I love her. She's the kind of person that would give you the shirt off her back.
Yeah, man. Shout out Pantera Sarah.
Pantera Sarah. So above Dublin's.
Promoter legend here in LA.
Yeah, but I think it was just like, I mean, it's funny because I was going to say popular, but it wasn't necessarily as popular at the time.
Not when you were, like a kid.
Not in 93, but I don't know how I heard it. I just heard it and knew this is my type of music. This is what I want to listen to.
What were your top 3 favorite LA clubs back then?
I mean, above Dublin's wins just for all 3.
That's epic, though.
That was the best.
That's epic.
That place was so much fun. There was also...
Remember Joseph's?
Oh, Joseph's. That was great, too.
I had a spot.
You had a spot. That's why I mentioned it. You had a spot and you didn't even know.
That's pretty dope.
Joseph's is great. I'm
Joseph's,
trying to remember... I was going to say Bar Marmont, but it wasn't Bar Marmont, which that place was pretty great, too, though.
I have one in particular that just served me well.
Which one?
Les Deux.
Oh. You know what? I think I had been to Les Deux, but it was not on my regular rotation.
That parking lot is legendary.
Is it?
Oh, man.
Tell me a parking lot story.
I mean, that's just where parking lot pimping got started, man. That's where people who couldn't get in the club hung outside the club, waiting for the club to come out, and then a whole nother club got started.
In the parking lot.
The parking lot.
That's really smart. Be like, no one will know once I'm in the parking lot. No one will know whether I had been in the club or not.
Yeah,
I might as well just wait out here.
Do you remember Republic?
No.
Okay, that was right across the street from Nightingale, which was the old gate on La Cienega.
I don't know.
La Cienega.
I don't see if you started going later than me. I may have aged out.
I know.
I was aged out of clubs. I was aged out of clubs by the time I was 21. I was like, I've been doing that for 3 years.
Well, you used to go to the cool house parties and stuff, though.
I don't think I did.
You knew Lance Bass. What are you talking about? He threw the best house parties there were.
That's true. I did know Lance, but Lance and I didn't really I don't think Lance and I really went to many house parties. Lance and I dated when I was 17. I still lived at home. My parents had they were very like, we're watching you, and I'm grateful for that because it really did help me be a rule follower until I moved out of my parents' house.
And then all rules were broken.
and then what can I say? But yeah, so I don't know. I mean, yes, I did go to an occasional cool house party.
Okay.
Well, as someone who doesn't like nightclubs, what makes a good nightclub?
The music, and of course the drinks. But like for me, absolutely being able to be in a place where hip hop was the primary music that was being played, loud, and we could be on the dance floor, and I would be with my group of girlfriends, and of course there was always somebody you had your eye on that you were like, I wonder if we're gonna flirt tonight. Like that was so much fun. Teen Danielle was so boy crazy, just
really
so boy crazy. Yes.
What is boy crazy? Because I have a 16-year-old daughter right now, and I don't think I know her anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
But that's kind of the norm, right?
16 was where
does every I mean, weren't all your friends probably boy crazy, right? I mean, it's kind of the.
I think it's pretty. Yeah, I think it's pretty common.
But like overt or chill with it. Would you say like what's boy crazy? Like, just define it for me. What is that? Especially in the 90s, before all of this app stuff and Snapchat and DMs, whatever.
In the 90s, where it was much safer, boy crazy for me meant I would have a crush, let's say, on a kid at school, and I would wait for every chance I possibly could to see him in the hallway, and I would probably be writing notes in class, and then when I'd see him in the hallway, pass the note along. We would exchange phone numbers. Then I would get home, talk on the phone. Well, before I would talk on the phone, I would tell my mom every single detail that happened between me and this person I had a crush on. Okay, so then we saw each other. We locked eyes. We smiled. And then we walked by. And then I handed him a note. And then he said, thanks. We gave each other a hug. And then we kept walking. And so I think we're going to talk tonight. I mean, I told my mom every horrendous, boring detail and would let her read the notes. So like if he wrote me a note back, I'd be like, look at this
That's so
note.
wholesome.
And so wholesome.
Yeah.
She'd
Kind of
read all my
sweet. It's like
notes.
very like
It's awesome.
harmless.
It was fantastic. And then I'd sit around and then, the phone would ring and there was just a home phone.
Yeah.
And mom would answer and you'd look at her. Is it for me? Sure. Hold on, please. Danielle, it's for you. And then I'd go running upstairs to my room and take the phone call
Yeah.
and then just pray nobody tried to sign onto the internet,
Right,
Yeah.
right. Oh, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah. And back then, what are you really like hoping? What is that? Just like to hang out with the kid
Oh
or
yeah,
kiss
go to
them
the
and that's
mall,
it? That's like kind
hold
of like
hands.
the extent.
Yeah, oh yeah, I was very innocent. I
Yeah,
was
yeah.
very much a late bloomer.
Yeah.
I mean, I talk about the fact that I, at 17 when I started dating Lance, I was, I think, partially so in love with him because I knew on some internal level we were safe. I was safe in that relationship.
you were very safe.
I was safe.
You were super safe.
Super safe. And I think I wanted that. Even if I thought what I wanted was to be in my first adult relationship, I don't think I was actually ready for it. So I think I was a late bloomer.
That's nice.
Yeah.
That's not, well, because I always thought like, I know we're jumping around a little bit, but like that a lot of people have said like, right, you're like their first wholesome crush growing up. And there's no like show now, because we were talking about this before the podcast. There's no like wholesome show sending out like good messages to like young men and women. I feel like how to treat each other the way there was back then. And I feel like, do you guys ever think that's going to come back, or is that kind of gone because no one watches things the same way anymore?
All it takes is one.
Yes.
What people don't really understand about the TV business is that it's a copycat business. So as soon as one thing works, then, the Monday meeting for everybody else is, so where's our version of that?
Yeah.
And, so all it takes is one. I don't know. Like I said, I have a 16-year-old daughter, and I don't know what courtship even looks like.
I know, with
To
all
her.
the apps.
Like if you have to look back at, this is a fun question. Like, what would Topanga's relationship have been with social media? And then what would have Danielle's relationship with social media have been both as adolescents?
Okay. So Topanga and Danielle as teens were as different as you could possibly be. Topanga was very sure of herself, very confident, comfortable marching to the beat of her own drum. She really, wasn't interested in things for show. She was very much a people person, like get to know somebody's spirit and their soul and their essence. And Danielle was like super bubbly and basically a cheerleader. And I'm not trying to degrade cheerleaders. All my best friends are cheerleaders.
You just became an actress there.
But
That's
Danielle, was very just...
It's okay to stereotype cheerleaders.
Oh, you knew you were going to find a way to bring it back to me. You've been waiting. You found your way. Congratulations.
He lives for...
So we were just very different. Topanga, I think, would have been like, that thing's eating your brain. Please put it down. The real relationship is here in front of you. And Danielle would have been like, completely addicted. The funny thing is that adult Danielle is much more like teenage Topanga. I don't know if it's because I played the character for as many years as I did, but I, in my 20s and 30s, became Topanga. Out of nowhere, I was like, somebody knew all along what I was growing into.
Interesting.
So I'm not great at it, but I'm really trying to have a better, healthier relationship with social media. And I'll tell you how I know immediately when it's causing a problem for me. When I am with my kids and I'm on my phone and one of them asks for something or just says, Mom, and my reaction is, oh, even if I don't audibly make that sound, but like in my head, I'm annoyed because my children are interrupting my mindless scrolling. I go, all right, this only one of these two things is part of my purpose on this planet. And one of them is making me annoyed with
Preach.
the purpose. And so I go, that is currently, you have really hit your limit. It's time to put the phone in the other room, put it in a drawer, because it is so easy when we have it on us all the time. It's so easy to not even know you've opened an app, to not even know you're scrolling. And I like to try and have, proper work hours.
Yeah,
where it's
smart.
like, listen, from 5 to 8, when I'm eating dinner with my kids, giving them a bath and putting them down for bed, there is nothing that's going to happen between 5 to 8 in my work that I can't deal with at 8:05 or that I can't deal with the next morning.
We would call that balance.
I'm trying.
Well, I
I'm
left my phone in the car the other night and didn't have it the whole night, and then woke up in the morning and got it around 9 in the morning, and I'm like, this might be a new thing I might do.
Good for you.
Because it was outside, and I have a second phone that just a few people have a number if there's an emergency.
Look at
and
you,
I'm
two
like,
phones.
yeah, I feel kind of baller. I'll be honest with you. It is kind of dope. I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty dope, right?
I've got a small group of people who have my real phone.
He actually just created an issue because I only have one number for it.
I just
which one?
In all fairness, I just got this phone like a month ago. It's my mom and my girlfriend right now who have this phone.
Okay.
But Jaleel, I got news for you. You're coming up. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it.
We really, I feel the tension. I feel like
It got weird, right?
It got a little weird. Yeah,
It got weird.
I feel bad that this came up.
But it was so healthy. It felt really
Yeah.
good, and I felt my brain opened up, and I
Yeah.
feel like my creativity and just not having that scrolling or urge.
Yeah.
Because I feel like even if the phone's like on the table, I feel like, oh no, someone might be texting me, and I need to look at it, or I'm missing something.
I might recommend not keeping it in the car though. Don't keep your valuables in your car.
Well, in my house, like in my
even in your because it's in your.
It's in my garage.
And we also established that he lives in the OC.
Yeah, you.
so-
Can I tell you
So
something?
there's no crime.
There's no crime.
Let me explain to you
no
something.
crime ever happens.
You
in the
know
OC.
this, right? When I pull up with my X5 BMW, I'm known as the poor person, and I think people feel bad for me and leave
like,
money. They're like, "Oh, well, he must be going through a tough time. He's got a BMW. This poor guy."
It's not that bad.
Yeah. So, well, everybody's in the lot. You see in the OC. I mean, it's some serious wealth.
Yeah.
I am the poor guy there. I'm very poor.
Serious.
I'm sorry about the phone number. You're gonna get it. Trust me. It'll be a big
before
moment.
the end of this episode, I
Yes.
want you text him your number.
Yeah, I don't even know it. I don't even know the number.
Oh, okay. You know what? I feel better about that. That actually does make me feel better that he doesn't even have it memorized.
Don't even have the number memorized. But you can call me at midnight when you get it.
Add him to your emergency contacts.
Yes.
So that anytime he calls, even if you're on silent, it goes through.
I have a feeling that if I can reach him, I'll be able to reach him.
Yeah. Good point. You know where he lives. You're just never going to Orange County. So
I can't get him to go there.
no one. You can't get anyone to go
Why
there.
is that? You just have to know when to leave.
I do love Pelican Hill. It's just been a while. I love Pelican Hill.
Yeah.
Like, I have an affinity for it. I really do.
Yeah, no.
You know why? Because I took my daughter there when she was really young, and that's like one of the biggest. I would stay in the casitas that they have there, and that pool is just.
I know.
You know, that is
Gorgeous
the dream pool for as a dad tossing your kid.
Oh, yeah.
That is the ultimate toss pool right there.
That's a really good point. I need to go there with the kids. I haven't been there since.
Oh,
I've had
my gosh.
kids.
You know it's the biggest infinity pool.
You know.
It's the biggest infinity pool, I believe, in California.
It is.
Right. So,
It is.
just fun fact for you.
Fun fact. Thank
Fun
you.
fact.
I'm leaving here smarter than I came. I appreciate that.
But
And that's tough because it's a smart weapon.
yes, absolutely. But so your phone relationship with it is
It's in flux.
now it's better.
I'm trying. I make a valiant effort. It's sometimes I fail, and sometimes you are busier than others, and there is a bunch of stuff going on, and you have to say, sorry, honey, I have to take this call real quick, or I have to respond to this email. But I really do try to make an effort to be present with them where they don't even see my phone around me, so that they really know time is about them when I'm with them.
Do your kids have all the devices already?
No, I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old, and they have Amazon Fires.
Okay.
And that's it. They have
No iPads?
no iPads.
No iPhones?
No iPhones.
Now, what about their friends who have them?
We don't have any friends whose kids at 6 have them yet.
Okay.
They might
I
have,
thought you were about to say something way crazier and say we don't have any friends.
we don't have, you know what? We don't know
I'm
any
so
people.
happy you
I'd
cleaned that up
respect
at the end. I was like, Danielle, please don't reveal that here. That your kids ain't got no friends.
We don't have, you know what? We don't have
We
any friends.
shield our children from the outside world because we just don't
You know
like
what? iPhones
the
are
values
so
that we're
terrible,
seeing.
we don't even let them have friends. No, we have friends. We have lots of friends. But thankfully, our friends currently, where we are at in first grade and pre-K, we're all like-minded parents who are pretty much avoiding that for as long as possible.
You're going to see as you get deeper into elementary school
Yeah.
that it's not you, it's them.
Yeah.
It's the other parents and their values and their devices
Yep.
and what they're willing to let their kids do that suddenly begins to seep
Yeah.
into your home. It's almost like the people are like, oh, my children don't eat candy. I was like, oh, you haven't been trick-or-treating yet.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
yeah.
You haven't been trick-or-treating.
Well, I also,
Yeah.
with my first, I was very much like, with Adler, I was like, we didn't have screen time for the first year of his life. He didn't eat candy until he was one, he didn't have sugar until he was one. And then the second one, you're like, okay, well, anyway, here's an iPad and a lollipop because I don't know what else to do. Like, I have a 2-year-old now. But yeah, we did recently have the most, it didn't involve a phone, but it was to me one of the most LA stories ever. I got a voicemail from a camp that Adler was at, and they said, "Hi Danielle, this is so-and-so from the camp. Just wanted to let you know, Adler was hit in the face with a labubu."
Come on, man.
With a labubu.
Come on, man.
Do you know what a labubu
Wait,
is?
should I know what a lullabubu is? I was hoping there was going to be some context.
Whoa! This guy.
Wow.
What's a labubu?
You don't know what a labubu
There,
is.
look at these.
Dude, this is the modern
I
Beanie
think this
Baby craze.
is a good sign I don't know what a labubu is. I think you'd
For
be
your
concerned
mental-
if I
For
knew.
your mental health, yes.
Yes.
For being a member of a functioning society,
Not so good.
You're a little isolated out there in the OC, buddy.
do you have any friends?
Wait, do grown adults have labubus?
Oh, okay, these questions, you got to
yes.
stop.
Yes,
You sound
yes.
67. The labubu is the new Beanie Baby craze, bro.
Yes.
You have a labubu?
Why would I have one? I just know about
Does
it.
your daughter have one?
I gave her one,
Okay.
and she literally took it out of the box and was like, this is just stupid stuff to make people spend money on things that they don't need.
Gosh, congratulations.
She has her moments. Yeah.
Wow.
So it feels
I'll
good
give
that
her a
I should
thumbs
not
up.
know
She has
it.
her
I think I
moments.
should be commended that I don't know this.
Okay, you're commended.
Thank you. I feel
Do you feel
validated.
do you
I feel
now?
better.
Okay,
Yes.
because
Okay, how is your son struck, though, with the labubu?
So they were apparently playing a human hungry hippos game.
Okay.
So the camp counselors were gathering as many balls as they could and then were throwing them back to the campers.
Okay.
And the campers were all jumping up to catch them.
Okay.
And Adler jumped up and caught one, and another student was mad and threw his labubu at Adler.
Okay. Sounds
Do
like
they
we-
hurt?
They have those plastic faces.
Okay.
They're soft, like they've got,
Okay,
soft stuff
gotcha.
around it, but they
Sounds
have a
like we
plastic
need to
face.
get Adler into some jujitsu.
He's in karate. He's in karate 4 days a week.
There we go.
I don't think anything, I don't think anything bad happened, but I think somebody saw it immediately and was like, whoa, we don't
Yeah.
throw things at people. And so they were
Sure.
he was fine. He went immediately back out to play, but they just wanted to let me know. And I
It's
was like,
wild
this is-
how much that stuff results in legal phone calls now.
Yep.
It,
I said, listen, is he okay? He's totally fine. He's back out there playing. I said, great. You know what? Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Kids will. I'm not supposed to know every scuffle or words
Yeah.
my kids engage in with each other.
No.
That's how they learn
No.
to work things out themselves. So
And
I
maybe
said,
he needs to
"Okay."
just listen to some old rap and not so much of the lullaby shit, and he'll be on top of his game, and he'll fuck some kids up for throwing a lullaby at him.
it's time to
And I'll be
introduce
getting a
Adler to
different-
Murder Was the Case.
Yeah, if he's been listening too much of the instrumentals of Coolio, he's got to get back
I
now.
believe in myself.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. Good point.
I'm still. No, because when you're working out and you listen to some 50 Cent or you listen to, you feel different.
yeah.
When I'm in the OC, I might not be tough, but when I'm in my car and I'm listening to Cameron and old 50, I feel different.
Yeah.
And I don't know I know it's not real, but I feel it.
But you feel it.
I feel like I could do something.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good that you don't test it out, though.
I would get fucked up. I've never been in one physical altercation in my life.
Okay, good
Yeah.
for you.
And that's actually amazing because he's a very feisty basketball player. So
Oh yeah, I've been close. I've been close to getting knocked out, and I will fully admit I'd be knocked out.
I don't understand how he managed to get through New York playing ball as much as he did, and the way that
I
he
knew how to
does
talk.
without actually having to put it down.
I mean, I've even been in a physical
Have you?
altercation. Yeah.
Really?
Stop. At what age?
At the nightclub? At the
No, not
Roxbury?
at the nightclub. I was, let's see, I was probably somewhere between 30 and 32.
Oh wow.
And I was at a concert, and
I'm loving this.
the people in front of us, women, thought that the person I was with had spilled beer on them, and he may have. I did not see it. I was looking at the stage, and he was next to me, and they turned around, and they were very upset. Spilled beer on me. And the one woman started swinging at the person I was with, and the next, I went to go like, whoa, and kind of break it up. And the woman she was with grabbed me by my hair and yanked me over the seat.
Oh my
and so
God.
without being able to see anything, all my hair was in front of me. Without being able to see anything, I just swung with a closed fist, and I caught her in the mouth right on the tooth, and she split my finger open. I have a scar from it. And
But what about the tooth? Did you draw blood?
oh yeah, there was blood. I had blood all over my hand, and I have a scar. And then there was security.
And this is, wait a minute, and this is before camera phones existed, so you got
no,
this off.
I was 32. This was 15 years ago.
That's what's up, man. Oh, those
can you
were the
imagine how
days.
viral that would have been
Exactly.
today?
You see what I'm saying?
That would have been huge.
That is what our show is about. I'm so glad you got that shot in before camera phones took over the world. You
Oh.
deserve that
But see-
shot.
But from what you described, had that gone viral, you would be completely in the
it
right,
was
and you'd be like a gangster, and everyone would love it.
100% in self-defense.
Yes,
I
yeah.
have never even been tempted to swing at somebody when I wasn't. I mean, I was like bent over hair, and it hurt. Like, she really had me by the hair, and I couldn't see a thing, and just swung.
You would have
with
been
hot
name
teeth.
dropped in 20 more rap songs if that had gone viral easily.
So, I have this theory. When you hear the word confrontation, what does that mean to you, Danielle?
Well, it means a couple things, because what I first think of is it actually is just a disagreement. It's two people
Hilarious.
just confronting something that they don't agree on.
Oh, you're cracking me up.
Why? What do you think of?
No, because black people and people of color in general inherently understand confrontation means, are we fighting?
Really?
Whereas a lot of white people take confrontation to be some type of volatile conversation.
Yeah. A heated exchange.
Heated exchange. and so even though you got that punch in and you realize it got real quick, you still, all these years later, like, no, wait a minute. A confrontation can still be a heated exchange.
That was definitely, didn't I say I've been in a physical confrontation?
She did say physical
So I did
confrontation.
clarify
She said
it.
altercation.
Altercation.
I've been in a lot of
I was
verbal.
listening for confrontation.
Yeah, you're more gangster than me. I've never been in one. I've talked my way out. If I could have pivoted and
Smart.
ran, I would have been gone.
Smart.
That's
I'm not good.
hilarious.
He already knows if a fight breaks out, I'm like, Jaleel, I'll do the best I can, but I'm probably out. He knows.
I got in all of my fist fights in elementary school and middle school.
Really?
I had multiples.
I predict one more in your life.
Okay, you gotta calm down. You gotta calm down. You
Tell
can't wish
me-
that on me.
I'm not
in the
wishing
camera phone
it.
age.
I'm not wishing it on
Yeah,
you.
exactly. We don't
That's
want
fair.
that now.
You are like you're saying because now someone's gonna just come up and try to fight you.
Well,
but-
no, it's because even right now, like, all of our senses are different. Like, I appreciated that story, not just for the violence, but but I appreciate that story because an instinct kicked in inside of her that was like, hold up, bitch.
Oh, yeah.
Hold
Oh,
up,
yeah.
right? And I'm saying we're not allowed to ignore the fact that these cameras and these looky-loos are around recording their version of what's happening, because depending on the version, the angle, who's capturing it, it doesn't add context to how it started.
Yep.
So I really don't wish physical confrontation on anybody, to be quite honest, in this day and age. Now, back in the day, you could literally, in 6th grade, man, you sitting across a whole class, be like, hey, man, hey, after class, okay, cool. I'm going to see you at 3 o'clock. All right, cool. And you're doing this for 40 minutes of stress.
What? Tell me about one of the fights you got into. What were your fights over in junior high?
That would just be stupid stuff, man. It was, I think sometimes, too, you were trying to establish yourself not to be a punk. Mm-hmm. And so there would be people who were just like, known bullies.
Right.
So you couldn't let them see somebody who was your size picking on you. Otherwise, it just would get worse. So I remember this one kid named Will Campbell.
We're blasting Will Campbell.
We blasting Will Campbell. Will Campbell, where you at out there, dog? You know we used to do it. Will Campbell. And I remember we was getting into it, man, in the 6th grade. And I had seen recently on sports news the hockey tactic of taking somebody's shirt and pulling it over their head. And I was fascinated with that because, I was like,
they're incapacitated.
Yeah, that's a great trick. And he and I got nose to nose, and we were outside the bungalows, and it was like, and I just remember, I said, this is the moment to try it.
I could do it.
Because we were this close to I could just grab and run back. And I grabbed his shirt from the back and pulled it over his head and then punched him in his nose. And so he fell down.
Right. He's like,
right. And then just timing wise, the bell rang. So everybody had to run into the classroom. The timing could not have been greater. So for the rest of the class, though, he's like, yo, after class, we gonna do some more. So after class, now this is where the story gets funny. Everybody in class knows we're gonna fight again after class, and we got to just keep it together. So we get released from class, and then I took my book bag and I just took off running. I don't know, Abby. I knew I was faster than him anyway, but he was closing ground. He was mad, so he was catching up quick. And then I remember I just dropped my book bag and I turned around and you got all the class kind of following him too.
Yeah, because they all want to see what happens.
See what happens. I turned around, I said, "Whoa, man, stop!" And he's just like mad. And he's like, "I said, come on, man, let's just be friends."
Oh wow!
And
you
then
got nervous.
And then did you sucker punch him?
No.
Oh man, I was like,
that would have been good.
Because what
Can we
happened?
just be friends?
Because the truth of the matter was too, I had licked him so good.
Right.
And he and I I was a little bit bigger than him, and I wasn't really bigger than anybody back then.
Yeah.
He didn't want to fight.
Right. You saved him.
I
gave him an out.
So I gave him an out to be like,
listen, you pulled a great psychological trick.
I'm letting this guy off the hook now.
Yeah. Wow.
And that was it. Will and I didn't have any more scuffles after that.
Will Campbell, where
Will Campbell.
are you?
Shout out to Will Campbell. We got him on the pod. And then have that girl that you fought on the pod. We could all talk.
She is. As you were telling your story, I remembered I got punched in the face as an elementary school kid.
Danielle,
I got a black eye.
Danielle, this is why you are a beautiful person.
Because I got punched in the face?
Yes.
I've lived a blessed life. I haven't been punched
there's
once.
a generation of people, several generations now. We have to talk about this. They would just be better people if they had ever had their eyes water because they got punched in the face. If you ain't never been punched in the face, you just don't know it can get real.
Right.
That's a very good point.
It is a good point.
That's why there's a lot of comics who are assholes. They haven't been punched in the face enough.
No repercussion. Talk about,
Wow.
I'm so
now
good
I feel
at
like you're in
that,
my brain.
that then
Told you.
when someone doesn't read my mind, my thought is, no one cares about me.
Yeah.
No one thinks about me. And it's like, no, they're just not all mind readers. Like, no one is a mind reader. And so it makes me judge, like, say my husband, it makes me judge him harshly for something that, like, well, I did that. Why didn't you do that?
Right. I can understand
I'm
that.
so in tune with his every waking and breathing moment to moment basis. But truly, it's just a super skill I have that hasn't helped me.
Yeah.
It's been a detriment.
But do you feel like people have ever taken advantage of you, though, just
everybody
in that
takes
way?
advantage of it.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what
Are you kidding me?
Because some of it, you're saying some of it's in your head, but maybe some of it's also not. Like in
no.
terms of like that
Some of
people
it's
aren't.
definitely not in my head. And
Yeah.
here's the thing. It doesn't necessarily always have to be nefarious. someone can take advantage of it without needing to try and harm you.
Yeah.
They just see that you're a person they can ask for anything. And you will most likely say yes, that you're a person they can count on for advice. And so without realizing it, they come to you first all the time, not realizing they're one of 20 people who come to you first all the time. And if you are constantly giving of yourself and not to use a very cliche empty cup analogy, but if your cup is empty because you've been giving to everyone, then you can feel really resentful that where's the time for me?
Yeah. And who is seeing me? Who's seeing what I need?
Yes.
That's what I
Well,
think.
because I've dealt with that in my life a lot, where I feel like I've had that thing where the dynamic is people just assume they can. And I'm like, how do these dynamics keep happening? I don't even know the answer, to be honest. Because even people I don't know well.
Your energy is attracting it.
Yeah.
Right. No, I believe that, but I don't even know sometimes how it happens with people I don't even know that well.
Right.
Like how they pick up on it. That's what I'm.
Yeah, we're all just colliding energy. So that's why it's like when she has the gift of intuition and can just feel what somebody else's need. And correct me if I'm wrong, but there's also a degree of happiness that she derives from having satiated you or made sure that you got what you needed so that you're
self-worth.
Yeah, exactly. And so it's like that's a fine line to walk because I actually enjoy that too. It's like my wife and my daughter don't understand my frustration with the gift buying for them because they're both, I'll tell you what I want.
Right.
And I'm like, no, I want to know you so well that I can surprise you with things that you didn't know you wanted.
Yeah.
And they're like, that just complicates things. Like literally just dismissive. Like that just complicates things. Like I don't want your gowish.com list. I want to feel like I know you. That's what I meant when I said I don't want to feel like I know you well enough to be like, all right, I'll get some of this stuff off that list too. As a matter of fact, I'll get most of it. But I got a few surprises I think you're going to like too.
Yes.
And so when you get that just like, it's deflating.
Totally.
And I just feel like I think it comes from being young performers because she had to make the writer happy, her co-star happy, the director happy, the audience happy. All of these people have to be pleased with your performance or your choice.
Yep.
And that's a unique thing to live with. And I see other people who, when they make a choice, even in collaboration, it's not in collaboration. They made a choice and they're just expecting you to live with it. Whereas our choices generally come from a need to see a lot of people happy with that choice.
Yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. And like you said, the positive feelings you get from it they eventually run out and then they become frustrating.
Now you're taking advantage of me.
Exactly. And then the problem is you then blame the person and I go, but you know what? I'm the one who said yes to all of these things. I have to take accountability for the fact that I am spreading myself so thin and in the name of helping you or pleasing you, only then to turn around and later snap at you and be furious at you.
So let me give you a question to stay on this topic, but also remind our listeners, you are a very accomplished director.
Thank you.
You have directed how many episodes?
Like 40, right?
About 40? I've done over 50 episodes of sitcom.
Okay.
Over 50 episodes of sitcom you have directed. What was your first invitation to direct sitcom? I found resistance when I even expressed that I would like to do something like that, and it ultimately didn't end up doing it. And how were you able to evolve from child actor, people pleaser to, okay, I got to tell these people what they need to hear because it's just going to be better for everybody if they do it.
Yeah. So my first directing job was on Girl Meets World, which was a show I was also acting on. So it was a home game, if you will. I got to direct my first episode in season 2, and then I did 3 more in season 3. So by the time we wrapped up that show, I had directed 4 episodes. When we left and I had decided, I've found it. I know that this is what I want to do with the rest of my career. I immediately started taking meetings with showrunners, meeting with executives, and no one would hire me. Yeah. And people were very honest with me and very nice, but they would say, You directed your own show you were on.
Yep.
Do you really know what you're doing? And he was like, well, of course,
That's so
having
weird. I don't
only
understand
directed
that. Yeah.
4 episodes, there's a lot of room to grow and learn. But I've also been on a set of multi-camera sitcoms for 158 episodes in the 90s and then another 75 on Girl Meets World. And so, and I'm collaborative. I'm not coming into this saying I know everything. I have a lot to still learn, but I think, we've got associate directors and assistant directors and people I will learn things from. I'll be like a sponge, and everyone, and to their credit, to be understanding, they have also been given this gift of 10 episodes. Here are your 10 episodes. Here's your chance. And if by episode 6 it's not a smash hit, we're yanking it off the air. And so they also are taking a big risk. And they also have people they've worked with for decades or people they know have already gotten shows picked up or whatever that they would rather use. And so they would say to me in these meetings, I'm not going to let you do it in the first 10, but maybe, if we get picked up for a back 9 or if we get a second season. And I shadowed and spent 1.5 to 2 years after Girl Meets World ended without getting a single job and just kept taking meetings. And then I met with a guy named Mark Reisman, who was a showrunner of a show called Sydney to the Max on Disney Channel. And we had a 2-hour meeting. And he said the same thing to me in that meeting. I only have 13. Probably not going to give you any in my first 13. But if we get picked up for some back episodes, I believe in you. I'll let you do it then. And I said, okay. And I left the meeting feeling really dejected. And apparently I left, and he called Michael Jacobs, who was the showrunner of Boy Meets World and Girl Meets World. And he called Frank Pace, who was the UPM of Girl Meets World. And he asked both of them, does she have what it takes? And both of them, thankfully, said, she's very good. She knows what she's doing. Frank Pace especially. I don't actually know the conversation that he had with Michael, but Frank has told me the conversation where Frank said, I really think she's special. I think she knows camera, she knows blocking, she knows actors. You should hire her. So then Mark called Disney Channel, and the executive at Disney Channel, Amanda DiPiazza at the time, who's still one of my dearest friends and is such a genius, Mark said, all right, I'm going to give Danielle 1. And Amanda said, if you really want to know what a director is capable of, don't just give them 1. Give them 2. Because in that first week, they have so much to learn. The actors, the sets, the rest of the crew. By the time they get into a flow, that week's over. If you really want to know the potential, give her 2. And he said, okay, I'll give her 2. He gave me 2 episodes, and I ended up tied for directing more episodes of that show than any other director by the time the 3 seasons were over. And once he gave me that chance, then I started doing Raven's Home. Once I did Raven's Home, then I started doing Coop and Cammy. Once I did Coop and Cammy, I did Just Roll With It. Once I did Just Roll With It, and it just has been a snowball. And now I've made the jump from Disney Channel shows to network shows. So I directed 8 or so episodes or 9 of Lopez versus Lopez for NBC. Okay. Last year I directed an episode of Shifting Gears for ABC, hoping to go back with them for the 2nd season. So yeah.
Congrats. That's cool. It's crazy how like a journey that is just amazing, but it's like scary to think like it's that hard for someone like you. It just seems like a no-brainer. It seems like, oh my God, we're like as if it's such a risk.
I wanted her to be able to share that story because we live in the age of content creator.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And, respect to content creators because there's some great ones out there. Yep. But they got to understand that there is a politic and a path that is not, what do you say? It's not known by everybody. Yeah. And even as much as she's grown, she still has to make the leap of now being regarded as well enough to be a single camera director.
Correct.
Right.
And can she direct drama?
Yep.
And would FX even hire her or HBO?
Exactly
well,
right.
she does the kids stuff,
Yep.
et cetera, et cetera. And it's just, I've been in the business for 40-something years. I'll date myself. I don't care. I can talk to this woman for 5 minutes and know, she can direct anything that we need to be directed. And it's just unfortunate that our business has its politics that way, that anytime I can shine a light on that for somebody else, what their ability is, I like to do
so
it.
kind. And you would be an incredible, I'm sure, have you directed any?
I haven't directed.
Okay, you will be an incredible director.
I much prefer actually producing, only just because directing is so all-encompassing.
Oh, yeah. Why don't you produce a short? Produce and direct a short.
I'm working on a lot of things right now.
Okay.
We'll see. Nothing comes from a place of wanting to prove other people wrong,
Right.
unfortunately, at this point.
Mine
I'm kind of
does.
past those years.
That's my whole motive.
I don't
in
want
life.
to prove nothing right. Wait, baby, I just want to keep my coffers filled, be
Yes.
healthy, and enjoy
How
my
I am
family,
too,
right?
yes.
So if when I see the opportunity to be like, wait a minute, they don't know I can do this. I get a little excited, but I gotta hide my excitement too, because if they see that too much, then you get shut down.
That's right,
Then you
too.
get shut down. Another question about from the people pleasing standpoint. All right, being who you are growing up, you probably had a million admirers, probably rappers, you name it, sliding into your DMs. Okay, how does it make you feel to have to leave some of them on scene? Or do you not leave them on scene, Miss People Pleaser? These rappers who slide in your DMs.
And if we can get a few names, that'd be great. I'm sure it's wholesome. I'm sure it's a wholesome DM. Rappers are known to be wholesome.
Yeah, that's true. Yes, I've had some rappers in my DM. Yeah.
Can we guess, or will you say one, or maybe if there was a
How
nice
about, is it just-
interaction?
were they more East Coast rappers or were they more West Coast rappers? Or did you catch some action from down south?
I don't want to name names.
Absolutely not.
That's
I don't
fair.
expect you to. He's a sleazebag and he would ask that.
But it's not
I
really
asked-
a,
I
really a
asked on
sleazy
scene.
question. It's more of a fun question. Just like, hey, a rapper, hey, who knows? Pusha T might go, hey, I love the show.
Here's the thing. Yeah, here's the thing. I have in any conversation I've been in that has then made a turn where I went, ooh.
Right.
Ooh, oops. It's always because I always make the assumption that people have good intentions.
Yeah, don't do that.
100% of the time that somebody reaches out to me, I assume this person's totally fine and sane and not going to do anything crazy, and so I write back. And so then you just get into a conversation and you
Right.
think, this is normal. This is how.
If I hadn't done your pod, I would have never reached out to you. Ever.
Really?
Are you kidding me?
What do you
Absolutely
mean?
not.
But you guys know each other.
Yeah, but she's married and you see each other professionally or whatever. But it was like when I did her pod, they have a great, you have a fantastic pod.
Thank
You and Will and Ryder, you guys just have a great dynamic. And so you go, oh, okay, wait a minute. There's more to this person. The way you would get the same feeling if you were on a set with them and you were working with them and you go, oh, okay, cool. But other than that, no.
We have a mutual friend that they met through DMs, and it's a wholesome,
That's a wholesome story.
friendship.
A
So you could have done
totally
it.
Wholesome friendship. But you know what? I will say,
You're too nice.
you are so respectful, because I also tend to, if I follow someone and they have a wife, like a public figure wife, I will also follow their wife. Even if I'm...
that's etiquette, though.
Yeah,
That's
even
smart.
if I'm not
That's
necessarily
etiquette.
like...
Yeah, that's smart.
I just want everyone to know, like, listen, I am...
Right.
There's not a thirst thing going on for this.
Right.
It's a general respect thing. So I appreciate for you as a married man that you would look at it, and knowing that I'm a married woman, to look at it like, I'm not going to, even if it is just a request to come on the podcast, I'm just going to cover all my bases. I once commented on, oh man, this is going to kill me that his name is escaping me now.
Give me the project. Come on, make a game out of it. We can guess.
Dawson's Creek.
Dawson's Creek. Oh, you're talking about,
James Vanderbeek.
James Vanderbeek. God darn it.
Gosh, okay,
She
God, I
beat
could
me.
not believe that I could not think of his name.
yeah.
James Vanderbeek, who recently had his own cancer battle.
Yes.
And I commented when he went public with his cancer battle. I had just been public about mine. And I commented on his Instagram, thinking about your situation. If there's ever anything you want to talk about, I'm here. And
Yeah, that's for the DM. Yeah, that's for the DM.
But we don't follow each other.
Oh, but you don't follow. Okay.
We don't follow each other. So
Okay.
I just was thinking, like, just letting him know, like, you're not alone. Here's
Yeah,
another
no,
public
right.
person.
I get it.
Yeah.
But the amount of comments
the-
that were like, girl, he's
Girl,
married.
Yeah.
And I was like,
Yeah.
on the cancer post?
On the
Yeah,
game.
that's.
On the cancer
But see,
post?
that's
You
just-
think I'm shooting my shot on the cancer post? I mean, what? I was like, nah, so am I.
Yeah, yo,
But you know what? Lesson learned.
But people are nuts, though. I mean, to me, that's not even even like that's so
It
ridiculous.
ain't even people and nuts. When we were kids, they separated us out. There was the honors class, and then there was that other class over there.
I was in the other class.
Okay?
You were in the honors class. I was in the other one.
I took a test. I was never supposed to see those people again. I took a test.
Yeah.
Oh, that's one of my favorite things. President Barack Obama. Oh, love
Thanks
him.
for specifying president.
You know what? Because I put some respect on the man's name.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
He said, and I don't even remember what the interview was. I hope I'm not misquoting him, but he said that one of the craziest things about becoming president is that before you become president, you assume you're going to be in a room with the brightest and best. And then you get into the room and you're like, oh, you're all still idiots. Like,
yes, I saw that.
No
quote.
one is actually that bright or that great. And we're all just really doing the best we can.
Yes.
Which is
That's
I
such a
try to
great
remember
quote.
that
It's
whenever I
very
start
true.
to feel too good about myself. Like, listen,
No, very true.
Listen, and it's like one of the things about being us though is we meet so many people, right? That we have to almost compartmentalize who we made a connection with.
Yeah.
Right. And so even when people come up to me and they're like, hey, you probably won't remember. I'm like, I always tell people, you never have to do that. Just start with the memory.
Yeah.
Did we make a memory? If we made a memory, I'm good. If we didn't make a memory and it was just a dap up or you were standing next to somebody, don't expect me to remember.
Totally.
But people like she and I, if you made a memory with us,
Yeah.
it's going to land differently. And boy, yeah, there's a lot. Barack called it out. President Obama called it out.
Obama, yeah.
Hey, we are surrounded by ordinaries.
Yes.
And they all pounced on your comment on James Vanderbeek's cancer post.
Yeah, I was like, all right, I guess I'll delete this. I think I still left it up, but it was one of those. So
That's
you're
wild.
smart.
Yeah, you probably got 101 replies.
Lost.
Look at this girl. Look at Topanga in here. Call her by her name, too. Look at Topanga in here.
Shooting her shot on James's cancer post. It's like, oh my gosh, this is embarrassing.
But I just have a director question for you.
Okay.
Being that you've acted your whole life, what is your approach when directing actors in general, and especially if someone you feel like is not getting something the way you want?
Well, there's definitely a shorthand actors speak with each other where we know that the note is most likely coming. If you're doing a movie and the director wants to give you a note, that's because it's the director's vision. Like a movie is the director's medium. A sitcom is the showrunner's medium. You're bringing their vision to life. So my job on a set is usually to deliver their messages, their goals to the actors. Most of the actors know that. So when I come in, there's a little bit of like all right, I'm about ready to give you a note. You ready? And if I don't think the note's great, and I know you're not going to think the note's great, I tell you what the note is in a way that lets you know, so do with that what you will. If you want to give them what they want, you can. If you don't, I'm going to back you up. I'm going to support you. My goal is always for the actor to know they are supported by me. And so I also try to, like, even when picking the schedule for the week, and I know, ooh, there's an emotional scene where somebody has to cry. If I have it in my ability with the first AD to plan it so that it's either at the top half of the day or the second half of the day, and I can talk to the actor and say, what's better for you? Do you want to come in emotional at the top of the day so that you're better to get that there? Or do you want to build to it throughout the day? Do you want to do it after lunch when you've got an hour to get in your feels? If I can let them know that their comfort is top of mind for me, I just always think having that trust is really good. And then, trying to find ways to give people notes that aren't line readings, which requires, I was raised on a show that had a lot of line readings. So I didn't get that skill.
Do you get bothered if somebody gives you a line reading?
No. As a matter of fact, it feels very comforting to me.
Yeah.
Just tell me what you want.
Yeah. That's
Right.
Do we want to leave?
Explosion.
Do we want to get out of here today? If so, tell me exactly what you want. I will mimic it, and we'll be out of here.
Especially if I have a director or an executive producer who's a bit of a character themselves, and it's like I can see it inside. You want to just say it a certain way. Because my job is like, well, if I've been hired to play this character, I'm supposed to do it better than you.
Yeah.
So just go ahead and give me your little line reading. And
Love that.
I'm like, got it. All right, I'll take it from here. And I'll give you probably 2 or 3 different versions of your own line reading.
I love that. I love that mentality. Yeah, and a lot of people
It's a rare
don't
one,
feel
though.
that way. It is. It's very rare. A lot of people do not feel that way. They feel very much like, what's the point of you telling me how to say it? Why are you not the actor? One time,
You'll step in a real Juilliard puddle of mud right there if you do that.
One time, Bill Daniels in a Boy Meets World script, they had parentheticals, and it said like, serious.
Oh.
And he gets to the line at the table read, and he goes, "You telling me how to say this?" And everyone's like, no, cross it out. No, it's totally fine, cross it out. He was never given another parenthetical never again.
Well, because parentheticals usually, even as a kid, I remember reading like that. Yeah, when you put those in, it's kind of I don't want to say like a little bit of a hacky way of writing, unless it's not clear.
See, I don't think
super
that's a
clear.
hacky way to write, especially if you're dealing with kids.
Exactly.
Well, or maybe not. Well, maybe not for kids, but I'm saying, but for like adults, I'm saying like most of the time, if the writing is good enough, sometimes you don't have to put parentheticals.
We all have an ego, but some people have an F1 ego.
Yeah. Well, some people need it. Some people might need it.
And you got to know that F1 ego is in the room and raring to go.
But wait, you brought up, okay, I'm a huge Mr. Feeney fan
Now,
like
who
everyone
isn't?
else. Okay, yeah, who isn't? Can you just tell me, like, what was your dynamic with him as a kid and what is your dynamic with him now? Because he's 98. Yeah, I mean, it's epic.
How would
know.
Mr. Feeney have treated social media in his school?
Oh, my
He
God.
talked a little bit about, it wasn't social media back then, but he talked about video games. Mr. Feeney very specifically talked about video games on the show and was, you guys have things at your fingertips now and you
remember
don't
that.
appreciate. Yeah.
Yes.
So he basically made it clear how he would have felt about social media. My relationship with Bill when I was a kid was very as far apart as you could possibly be while still being on the show together. Bill is a consummate professional. He likes to go over his lines over and over and over again. He never carries a script during rehearsal. He already is like off book for rehearsals. But in order to do that, he runs his lines constantly and he doesn't like a lot of distractions. So you can imagine working with a group of 12 to 15-year-olds is not ideal.
Yeah.
Who are, bouncing around and high on sugar.
Let me just say, one of the funniest people ever. Like, just the way his delivery, it's
He's-
unmatched.
So funny. And so he kept his distance from us and was maybe, a little annoyed with us. Now he is delighted by being around us as adults. We are delighted being able to take care of him and Bonnie, although they are both still doing very well and are active and are mobile and up and going to events. I'm going to be with them in Long Beach Comic-Con in a couple of weeks.
Oh, my God. It's not far from me.
Oh, you're right. You could go from the OC to Long Beach to meet Mr. Feeney. If you want to come, let me know. I'll get you in.
I'll leave it on your comments.
Okay.
And then hopefully people won't go crazy.
I'll let you
and I'll
have-
follow your
I'll
husband
let you have
and I'll do
one
every
of
etiquette.
my numbers, not the other
Okay,
number.
that's fair. That's fair. But that's so awesome. And by the way, I saw Bonnie at a CVS.
Oh.
Getting a prescription. I literally went up to her and I was just like saying to her, she was so nice. She's so sweet.
So funny and so whip smart, and I just adore them so much.
I went to a book signing of his. I don't stand on lines. It's the only book signing I've ever went to when he was put out his book.
Yeah, I
at
did
90.
too.
You did?
Yeah, I went to the one in LA, Book Soup. On Sunset, and I literally went and stood in line because at the time I didn't have their home
You
number.
stood in
so
line?
I just stood in line
Like, is that not the most hilarious? That would have went. Wait, was there camera phones? No one saw this.
I
You were.
took pictures with people outside. Yeah.
That's so
and I stood
funny.
in line, and
it's
then
the one
I
line
went up there and saw him and listened to his little speech. It was so funny. He sat down about ready to talk about his book, and he said like 2 things. Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here for my book. I really enjoyed it. All right, can we go to dinner now? Like he was ready to be done. They were like, no. Bonnie's like, you have to talk for 30 minutes. He was like, but I'm hungry. Which I just love. He will tell you exactly how he's feeling at any time.
But he was 91 at the
that
time,
age,
putting
he
out
should
the
only
book.
do what he
That's what
wants
I
to
mean.
do.
Only
I
when he
love
wants
it.
to
I
do
love
it.
it.
By the way, people are such assholes. It was like 1,000 people on this line. It wasn't there. It was in New York.
Yeah.
And the guy came out of the bookstore and said, hey, there's a lot of people here. He's only going to sign one item each, not two. And right away, some guy goes, are you fucking kidding me?
Oh, gosh.
And I go, well, the guy is in his 90s.
Yeah,
he might be a little tired.
Surrounded by ordinaries.
Yeah. I was like, all right. If you feel like he owes you something, he's like, well, if it said on the site he's going to sign two, we should fucking sign two. I go, I know. Guy's 91.
91 again, sir.
91,
Some
sir.
things change.
Two for you to sell online. Way to go, homie.
Exactly.
Should we end it with a game? Do you have time for the game?
Sure. Yeah.
Real quick? Okay, we'll do it fast. It could be a disaster. It's going to be very quick. All right, it's going to be Skylar, do you have it?
Yes, I do.
We'll go
this
through
is
it
my
quick.
game, so you can blame me.
Okay.
If you're a hip hop person,
I'm terrible with names.
I have a feeling
So
I'm going
it's
to do
gonna be
terrible at this game.
guess
I might do
the
terrible too.
lyric.
Who sang the lyric? Okay.
Who sang the lyric? So the first lyric. I'm trill working the wheel, a pimp, not a simp. Keep the dope fiends higher than a Goodyear blimp. We eat so many shrimp. I got iodine poisoning. So those are your choices. TK, Schoolboy Q, Mac Miller, or 3-6 Mafia.
I have no chance. This is wild. Wow. My street cred is going through the floor right now.
I feel like the lyric is not that great, so I feel like
It is a popular song.
Oh, I want
it's
to
a
hear
popular
how
song.
you finish. I want to hear how you
think it
finish
is.
that sentence.
trill working the wheel, pimp, not a simp. It's not the worst. I'm doing process of elimination.
Okay.
I don't think it's Schoolboy Q or Mac Miller. I think it's either 3-6 Mafia or Tay-K.
I'm going to say Tay-K.
I'm going to say 3-6 Mafia because I don't know who Tay-K is.
That's why I said that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's what you think.
Because I don't love it, but I also think it's got some flair. And if 3-6 Mafia said that, I could see it being dope.
Yeah, say 3-6 Mafia because of Pimp. Go ahead.
It's sipping on some scissor.
Who is that?
It's 3-6 Mafia.
Okay, all right, cool. All right, so it's pretty good. We all
Okay.
did pretty good.
The last minute.
I'm proud of myself too. All right, we did
job.
pretty good. You did good.
I thought you guys would know that one.
Also, Trill. I was process of elimination. Who's going to say I'm
Trill.
Trill? Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't West Coast. It wasn't Mac Miller.
All right,
Yeah.
this one is I just did a dose of Percocet with some strippers. I just poured this lean
this
in
is
my
easy.
cup
This
like
is
a
Lil Wayne.
liquor.
That's easy.
A lot of drugs in my system.
Definitely not Nas. Yeah, Lil Wayne.
This is Wayne. I'm pretty sure. What do you think? You think Kodak Black?
Although it could
I
be.
said Future.
Yeah, I was gonna say you're right. There could have been that too. I don't know. All right, so what are you going with?
I'm going with Wayne.
She's going away. I'm going with Future.
I'm going with Lil Wayne.
It's Future.
Oh, you have
That's
it.
pretty good.
The song is called Percocet with some strippers.
As soon as I heard Percocet and strippers, I'm like, what are you all talking
One thing I
about?
love about Future is you could put on a whole album and you think it's one song.
Lean in my cup is what made me think of Wayne.
Okay.
Yes.
Lean in my cup. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah,
Has-
All right.
You knew.
you
Any
weren't
of
moving
those-
me off that Percocet.
Any of those guys DM'd you?
Huh?
Okay. All right. Guess next one.
Good question. These meager fleas, he's the breeze and she's the bee's knees. For she's G's a G's, sees property, chopper sprees, chop the cheese, drop degrees to stop disease, G whiz paw.
Wow.
Those are your Freddie Gibbs, Kendrick Lamar, MF Doom, or Eminem.
Ooh. It's definitely not Eminem and not Kendrick Lamar.
Got quiet.
Kendrick ain't doing all them eases. He ain't doing all that.
So who are you saying?
It's between Freddie and MF Doom for me.
What do you got?
I don't know. I won the last one, so I'm gonna be quiet this time.
Oh, damn.
Man, you were really quick to say it's not Eminem, but Eminem in these later years, well, all years, but he's so fast guy rapper that all of these words that
Hey,
sound like
I love it when a smart woman proves me wrong.
Well, listen, I'll help. I want you're a guest, so I want to help you out. I know Eminem too well. That's not him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. I'm gonna go with MF Doom.
Did you guys all answer?
No.
No, Jaleel didn't.
I'll say MF Doom.
I'm gonna say. Since everyone's saying MF Duo, I'll go with Freddie Gibbs.
It's MF Doom. The song's That's That.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's
all
fair.
right.
And
I was just trying to picture all those lyrics coming out of Eminem's mouth, like it'd be sped through.
Nah.
Yes.
we got a bonus round too.
Okay.
Bonus round.
Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Don't be so
Certified
excited
lover
about it.
board, certified pedophiles.
Oh, we all know this.
Come on, man, get out of here.
What are you doing?
Get out of here, boo!
Your choices are Drake, Kendrick Lamar, Marky Mark, and the Funky Bunch, or Doechii.
Hiss, hiss, Boo!
Isn't it amazing that certified pedophile became a family-friendly lyric?
I know that a whole stadium will
With-
yell certified pedophile. I know.
With all the division of everybody,
We can all
everyone
rally
came
behind that
together
lyric.
behind, as of right now, falsely accusing someone of that, which is interesting to me.
Hey, man, let's wrap this thing
All
up.
right.
This was fantastic. Hey, you've been listening to Everybody Lurks with Joseph Vecsey, my co-host, and our amazing guest. Thank you so much for being here. Follow us, like, subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, any place where you listen to podcasts. Thank you so much for joining us. I'm Jaleel White, and I'm out.